Welcome to our first One City Marathon show on NNTV. I'm your host, Desiree Williams. As a Newport News resident, physical fitness professional, and a marathon runner, I'm honored to be a part of this inaugural race event. And just keep in mind that the One City Marathon is March 13th through 15th, 2015. With me today are race directors Jason Todd of Flat Out Events and Telly Whitfield, assistant to the city manager of the City of Newport News. Welcome, guys.
Thanks for having us.
So, Telly, this is an event spearheaded by our city manager, Jim Borey. Can you tell us a little bit more about why the Newport News One City Marathon and where this entire idea came from?
Absolutely. When you think about the city of Newport News, a lot of people think about the linear nature of the city. The city is about 26 miles long, so that becomes a natural barrier often for many people in the community. People from the south don't necessarily go up to the north, and people from the north don't necessarily come down to the south. So we wanted to have an event that really galvanizes the community. And since it's almost about 26 miles long, and Jim's a runner, we have an opportunity to do a marathon. So there's really three types of things that we want to approach with this marathon. One would be to promote the city as a great city that we know great things are happening here in Newport News, but also to really look at this as an opportunity to unify the city. And then we look at health and wellness. And really one of the great things about quality of life is when you have citizens that are healthy and well and thriving. So we wanted to use a marathon as an opportunity to really promote health and wellness. And then finally, it's just an opportunity to celebrate the city.
I think it's an awesome idea. I know I've done marathons where you sort of loop around and you see the same part of the course twice. So it's great that the city of Newport News is long enough that you can see new scenery throughout the entire event.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So Jason, you're in charge of the whole logistics of the marathon. Can you tell us a little bit more about what runners can expect from the race?
Yeah, so I think our runners are in for a real treat. We have four options for them to choose from. We have the marathon relay, and then we have an 8K and a nautical mile, which is our fun run. The 8K and the nautical mile are pretty much contained in the downtown area, but as mentioned, the marathon will run a point-to-point route throughout the entire city. And there's just a lot of variety along the route. There's parks, there's industrial, there's residential, Christopher Newport University. There's a lot of the public art is on display along the route. So there's a lot of things that keep it interesting through 26 miles. My personal favorite part is the last 3 to 4 miles, which I didn't know about until I took the ride on the route, coming down Huntington Avenue and Washington Avenue, the historic homes along the route there. And then as you get onto Washington, the new buildings that have been built down there heading towards City Hall, it just really gives it that city feel as you come towards the finish.
It should certainly be a beautiful race course. Now, you mentioned a relay aspect. Now, that's something new and different from a lot of marathons. Can you tell us who you see participating in that way?
Yeah, well, first, how it works is the marathon offers the opportunity for runners to create teams of 2 to 4 team members and take on the 26.2 miles together. And the distances of the legs will vary between 5 and 8 miles. And I think there's a variety of people that would appeal to. I think there's the runner who may say, I'm not ready to run a marathon by myself yet, but they still want to catch all the energy and excitement of the marathon route. I think that there's people who may have already committed to running one of the long races at Shamrock the next weekend, and they're going to use this as an opportunity to participate in our event and have their last taper run before that race. And then I think that it's just a fun thing for families and friends and coworkers to do together. I personally ran a relay recently with an 8-man team, and it's one of the funnest experiences I've had as a runner. So I think it's just a really cool thing, and I think it'll appeal to a variety of people.
Yeah, I come from a family of non-runners, so maybe that relay will be a way for me to get them to come and join in on the race as well.
There you go, yeah.
So Telly, the city is partnering, of course, with Flat Out Events to host this, but there are a number of other vendors and sponsors for the event. So tell us about how the different city departments are getting involved.
This is an all-hands-on-board event for the city staff. We have city staff from the departments of engineering, public works, waterworks involved, as well as parks and recreation, the police department, the fire department. We really want everyone to get involved because we are a part of the community as well.
Good. So, and what about some of the other sponsors, community sponsors? What are they doing and how are they involved?
Thanks. We're very fortunate to have Newport News Shipbuilding as our presenting sponsor for the race. As you know, Newport News Shipbuilding is the largest employer, not only in the city of Newport News, but also in the state. So they are a part of the community as well. And as part of the health and wellness initiatives that we're working on internally within the city, they're also working on as well. So it really is a great fit. We have Ferguson Enterprises, who's also a corporate sponsor. The Marriott at Newport News is a sponsor as well. CSX has already jumped on board to be our start line sponsor. So we think we're going to have a little bit of fun with that as well. Tidewater Performance Group is going to be our midpoint sponsor. So we have lots of opportunities for additional sponsors to come on board as well. And every day we're fielding calls for various sponsors, from the smallest organization of maybe mile markers to those who really want to get involved with various things. We also have a health and wellness expo that we're very excited about, and I know Jason's going to talk a little bit more about that. That's going to be presented by Riverside.
So speaking of the Health and Wellness Expo, that's a big part of a lot of race weekends. So can you tell us a little bit more about the vision you have for that event?
Yeah, well, as Telly mentioned, we're very excited to have Riverside Health System as the presenting sponsor of that event. And we're also very happy to have the participation of the Peninsula District Health Department at the event as well. The vision is really kind of twofold. One, it will serve as the typical runner packet pickup. There will be the runner-specific vendors there for the runners, but because of the health department's involvement, we also have the opportunity to have some unique things as well for people who may not be runners and just wanting to come and be a part of the event. And those things might include various scans and tests and nutritional information. I know they've talked about some activities for the kids, so I think it's something that can be appealing to the whole family and to the whole community.
That's a lot of great information. I'm looking forward to the event weekend. So we're going to take a quick break to give our viewers the website and information on the race. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the community aspect of the Newport News One City Marathon. Welcome back to our show, NNTV Presents One City Marathon. I'm Desiree Williams, and with me are our race directors, Telly Whitfield and Jason Todd of Flat Out Events. So Telly, tell us a little bit more about the community aspect of the Newport News One City Marathon, March 13th through 15th. And so this marathon is not just about the runners, but we want to get the entire community involved.
Right.
Tell us how you are encouraging the community.
Absolutely. In many events, the race is really about the runners and the runners community. We wanted this to be a unique opportunity to really bring in the entire community. So we're going to have a lot of opportunities for folks to come to be a part of what we call wave stations. Newport News having that nautical background, we really wanted to play off of that. So instead of having just crowd stations, but we're going to have wave stations for our cheering events. We want people to come down to volunteer. There are multiple ways to volunteer throughout the race weekend. We have a post-race event that we're calling One City, One Celebration as well, that again follows into this theme of community pride, community unity, and just celebrating the great city in which we live. So there are going to be various opportunities for people to come and get involved along the course as we go throughout the various neighborhoods and the various communities. The business communities, we'd like them to kind of celebrate on that Sunday, as well as the houses of worship as well.
So let's talk a little bit more about the wave stations, because I know as a runner, sometimes all you need is that extra little push of encouragement along the way. So where exactly will those wave stations be located?
Yeah, so right now we have 6 locations plotted out along the course. Dozer Elementary School will be the first, Nelson Elementary School, Riverview Farm Park, Todd Stadium, Boundary Road across from Warwick High School on the Mariners Museum Park property, and the final one will be at Huntington Park. And as you said, we just want to encourage the community to come out and cheer on those runners. You know how important that is, running 26 miles, so we want everyone to come out and be a part of the fun. We just want those to be some very fun and supportive areas along the course.
The course actually goes by 11 schools. So we've had lots of great conversations with the schools, just talking about ways that we can engage not only just the runners, the young kids who may be involved in running, but also the parents who would come on and just cheer on your neighbors, your friends, and your family members.
I think it's great that we're making sure that we're really pinpointing in on that young population because it's so important to influence them early on.
Absolutely.
And so you talked a little bit more about other ways to volunteer. Of course, there are the race stations, but what are some other ways that you're looking for volunteers and how can people get involved?
Well, volunteers are a crucial part of any running event. We couldn't do what we do without them. And there's going to be multiple ways for members of the community, organizations, businesses to get involved through, supporting water stations, helping out at the exchange zones along the relay route. There will be a need for folks at the starts and finish lines, the expo, helping with the post race. So really the entire event will need, the support of the community.
The biggest volunteer base we have is obviously through our community. And so far, we've been very happy with the turnout that we've had of people that have shown interest. We're very happy to have Joint Base Langley-Eustis, who are very interested in being part of our course marshals. That's going to be a tremendous help because we obviously are impacting various communities. In addition to that, though, we have lots of community-based organizations that have called, from churches to the Boy Scouts to the Rotaries and other civic associations, fraternities and sororities who have called and said that they're interested in participating. Again, we are looking at about 1,000 volunteers that we need to do this event. So everyone has an opportunity to help and be a part of it.
Good. I'm so excited to see the community come together because, like you said, there are times where we feel like Newport News is divided, and to bring them all together this is an awesome opportunity, and I can't wait for March 13th through 15th, race weekend. So I know that the Newport News Departments of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism puts on some pretty spectacular events throughout the year. I mean, we have Holly Dazzle, we have the Fall Festival of Folklife, we've got the 4th Stars of the Sky. So I can assume that this One City Marathon, one celebration that you spoke about earlier will be one not to miss.
This will be the next great event put on by our special events staff. We're going to be down at Victory Landing Park immediately after the race, the marathon concludes. And in addition to having the other races that are going on at the same time, the Maritime 8K and the Nautical Mile Fun Run, we'll have a festive atmosphere down there with food, family, a lot of friends and music. We're looking forward to having local entertainment as well as some national talent to come forward and make it a really fun time for folks that just, even if they haven't had an opportunity to come down toward the race course, we still want to invite them to the One City, One celebration to just celebrate Newport News for the great place that it is.
The City of Newport News certainly never disappoints in that regard, so I know I'll be there at the post-race celebration, and I'm excited to see what the City of Newport News has in store for us. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, I'll be joined by the Virginia Department of Health to talk a little bit more about the Health and Wellness Expo, which will be a big part of the marathon weekend.
You can tell how passionate we are indeed, and you can also tell what we're really all about. We are one city, and that's really the theme, it's really the reason and the whole impetus for us doing this marathon. We really want all the neighborhoods to come out and celebrate what's happening in the city and be together, and we think this is going to really be a great opportunity.
Welcome back to our show, NNTV Presents One City Marathon. I'm Desiree Williams, and with me are Dr. T, Director of the Peninsula District of the Virginia Department of Health, and Kenya Crumpton, also with the Virginia Department of Health. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
So you two are in charge of the Health and Wellness Expo portion of the event weekend. So can you tell us a little bit more about what you have planned?
Well, the expo is going to be held at the Newport News Marriott at City Center, Friday, March 13th from 12 to 6, and Saturday, March 14th, I believe, from 10 to 5. We will have the running vendors at the expo, along with a lot of the partners of the Virginia Department of Health. I'm excited because we're also planning to have a kids corner, because we do know how important it is to introduce children at a young age to physical fitness and physical activity.
I've heard some talk about health screenings. Do you all have an idea of what types of health screenings will be available?
We're hoping to offer a variety of health screenings that will appeal to both our running community and our community at large. So we're hoping to have things that allow you to measure your BMI, your bone density, diabetes screenings, and other health-related screenings.
Great. So you'll have vendors, you'll also have health and wellness screenings. Do you have certain sponsors that are involved in this event as well?
We're very happy that Riverside Health System is going to be the Health and Wellness Expo's title sponsor. They are one of our biggest partners on the peninsula, and we're very happy to coordinate our health and community events with them.
So is this Health and Wellness Expo just for the runners, or do you expect the entire community to come get involved?
We encourage the entire community to come out, and not only to the expo, but to make sure you come out on Sunday to cheer on the fellow runners.
That's right. And so the biggest question I think will be, is there a charge for this? I know there are a lot of vendors involved, but is it free for the public, or do they need to expect to pay to get in?
No, there's no charge for the expo.
I'm certainly looking forward to the expo. I'll know I will be there to sort of share my ideas and my words of encouragement to the public. So if somebody at home is watching and wants to get involved, if maybe they're involved in health or fitness and wellness, how can they become a part of the Health and Wellness Expo?
They can call me at my office. That number is 757-594-7426, and I'm there from 7:30 to 4.
Okay, great. So I heard you guys say a slogan a little bit earlier. What did you say your slogan was for the Health and Wellness Expo?
Just because you're fit doesn't mean you're healthy.
I think that's great. That's awesome. Thanks for watching NNTV Presents the One City Marathon. We encourage all of you to participate in this inaugural race weekend, March 13th through 15th, 2015, as we celebrate and show the world that we are one great city. I'm Desiree Williams, Newport News resident and Miss Virginia 2013. Join me for the inaugural Newport News One City Marathon, March 15th, 2015. It's going to be a great weekend with the Health and Wellness Expo and a community finish line celebration. There are lots of ways you can participate. Register to run in the 26.2 marathon, get a relay team together, sign up for the Maritime 8K walk run or the Kids Nautical Mile. And if running's not for you, volunteer to help with the race or set up a wave station along the route. For more information on the marathon, wave stations, volunteer, and sponsorship opportunities, go online to onecitymarathon.com. And stay tuned to NNTV for more information.
In this edition, we explore employee wellness and nutrition, but we found two local companies with successful programs already in place, the Riverside Hospital and Town Bank Health and Wellness programs. Both have high employee participation and are getting results.
Riverside has been doing wellness programs for many years for our employees, and it's been an evolution over that time from programs that relied primarily on self-reported activities to today where we're doing biometric screenings and annual wellness visits with primary physicians. We were able to look at some information from our health insurer, and when we did that, we were able to put in a program that encouraged them to visit their primary physician once a year.
A physical exam is important, but perhaps one of the most important parts of that physical exam is actually the health risk assessment. We have our patient partners come in and we sit down and talk to them to learn more about them as well as their family history, any problems they've had in the past. And the reason for that is to try to alert us to problems they could have in the future so that we can get to work on those and prevent them. We also go over their medications and allergies. In addition to that, we do a biometrics where we draw blood, we do their weight, blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, and we review those with the patient to help find any problems that may be either there presently or we might expect in the future.
We offer discounts for our health insurance for those employees and their spouses that participate in the program. We've seen increases in participation each year. We've got about 2/3 of our employees that currently participate in this program and receive the discounts. So we think actually in looking at some of the industry standard type information, that's pretty high.
And I think it helps a lot to have a personal primary care physician who's interested in the health of you and your family to help encourage and coach you along the way to better health.
So Riverside, like the city, also offers discounted wellness memberships to our wellness centers located here in Newport News, and we also have another one in Gloucester. Another initiative that we've done over the last year is we've put an on-site fitness center at Riverside Regional Medical Center. So very much like a hotel where you can go 24/7 and access a lot of fitness equipment, we've installed a room like that at Riverside Regional for our employees to use as they have the ability to take a break or during their lunch breaks. Riverside is very committed to helping our employees to be healthier. We in fact have as one of our stated corporate goals that we want 70% participation in our Healthy Lifestyles program for the coming year, and we'll continue to increase that each year.
We at Riverside provide excellent health insurance to our employees, but also with the engagement of our patient employees, we also hope to provide excellent health assurance.
At the end of the day, giving health care and being a health care provider is a very demanding job. We have people working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at different shifts and different times a day. So taking care of themselves and their families is really important to allow them to do that. Riverside's mission statement is caring for others as we would care for those that we love, and we feel that this shows Riverside's commitment to caring for our employees.
Well, about a year and a half ago, we kicked off our wellness initiative here at Town Bank, and the idea was to have an initiative that would promote wellness and create a supportive environment for our employees to have a healthier lifestyle. One of the ways that we kicked off our program here, instead of having a health fair, which a lot of companies do, we actually did a Maintain No Gain holiday challenge bank-wide, and we had team leaders in each of our branches, and they recruited everybody within the branch to participate. And the goal was, over the holidays, which was a 7-week period, just to maintain their weight within 2 pounds. Nothing too extreme, but if they could do that, then they would meet the challenge. We also, last year, did a really fun thing. It was a pedometer walking challenge. And we had all the employees sign up who wanted to, gave them each a pedometer, and their challenge was to see how many steps they could walk within a certain time period. I think it was 8 weeks that we did it. And we had over 650 sign up to participate to either support or wear the pedometer. We had 400 complete the challenge, over 1 million steps that we walked, almost 100,000 miles. Everyone was really excited about that. And actually, one of the top steppers was Gina Forbes from our Oyster Point office. And she won a trophy. We gave them trophies for our top steppers. And this was the Golden Shoe Trophy that she won. She displays it proudly on her desk for everyone in the office to see, as a reminder, too, to be active during the day. So it's just something kind of fun and different. There are a lot of community walks out there that Town Bank is involved with and that a lot of employees participate in. So we wanted to make sure that our employees were supporting those walks by being physically active and actually participating in them. So we promote participation in our town-sponsored walks and runs that we have. And this allows people from all levels, runners, serious athletes, to even people who are just walkers, to participate. It's just a fun way to get everybody together, promote physical activity, be active in the community, support our community, and that is something that employees have just had a great time doing.
In this edition, meet the people responsible for the day-to-day operations and programs at the DCC.
The Denby Community Center is great to have in the Denby section now, as many people have said that they have been long awaiting a place for them to come and kind of call home as a place for the community to meet. It'll provide a great avenue for the teens of this area, as we have a teens program for the before and after school.
They called him dumb, and they told him he couldn't play. Now, how many times have y'all seen a situation like that?
And we also have a kids program here for those kids 3 to 5-year-olds that aren't even in school yet, run through our youth programs, which is awesome for those kids to have a place to come and to say that's home during the day. But then we also have a gym, a great double gym that allows us to provide free programs of basketball and soccer, and even walking and running to the community, a place that they can come and belong. That's, I think, the biggest thing that we're doing here, is that we are providing a place for them to not only come, recreate, and have fun and get healthy, but also a place to belong in the city. This end of the city has never had something like this. We do have Courthouse Way Community Center where we offer classes, but it is not as big as this facility. So it's been really good and refreshing and kind of rejuvenating. And it helps us, because now that we see this new facility, it shows us where we can improve on our others. And people are saying, Midtown, we can go there to do the pool, But here at Denby Community Center, we can come here to play in the double gym. So it gives us an array of things to do because we offer different things in each facility. And then they can go to Riverview Gymnastics Center to specifically do gymnastics and dance and some fitness classes. So we offer different things throughout the city to give everybody in the city a multitude of things to do to stay healthy, to be fit, to be a community, to meet each other.
We're so excited to have the Denby Community Center into play now. We've had 3 community centers that we've operated for years, and we've actually run out of space in those facilities for the prime time, you know, your after work crowd. So it's nice to have some more rooms to program and get some more people in the door. We have classes for all ages, we really do. We have basically anything. We run the gamut. As you know, fads come and go in the fitness industry. We have a little bit of everything, and we've kind of just accumulated over the years. Right now, one of our biggest classes we have is Zumba. That's the rage right now. We have that at 3 of our community centers, actually, and those classes make up every single time. I'm actually kind of excited to bring the TRX exercise class that we have coming here to the Denby Community Center. And that's another one of the big, you know, rages that's going on right now. Everything, really, you see it, we don't only preach it, we live it. So you see it a lot in the staff. We really do care about our citizens and about our program participants.
It's exciting. The public is very excited to have this. You'll have people come in every day that say, oh, I've been watching it go up. I drive by every day and it seems like it's just gone up overnight, and I'm so excited that the doors are open and that we can come in and see the facility and that we can participate in programming. Well, community center in itself, I think, is a healthy environment. Whether it is socially healthy or whether it's actively healthy or something like that, we're providing an aspect of health that's not just the physical fit, you know, here we go, let's go work out, you know, that kind of stuff. You're providing a place where people can go and be social no matter what age they are, no matter what their physical abilities are, no matter, you know, where they come from or what their background is. It being a non-fee-based program, it doesn't matter whether you have the money each month to pay a fee. We're providing a place where you can come hang out, relax, hopefully feel safe, hopefully take some ownership in, and be a part of a center to your community.
I encourage y'all to go to our centers, go to Denby Community Center, go to Brittingham Midtown Community Center, Riverview Gymnastics Center, Courthouse Way Community Center. Get involved, stay fit, and be healthy.
This is a great jewel in the North District of the City of Newport News. It has been a long, long time coming. We will have an opportunity to bond our community. This is the fabric of a community. When you have a facility like this, it sets a paradigm for what we can do here in the district. The healthy body creates the healthy mind, and then we will all be able to work together to make things better for the City of Newport News. That's the way we make one city, with healthy minds, healthy bodies, healthy people, healthy opportunities, and I mean, we can only go up from there.
I'm Desiree Williams, Newport News resident and Miss Virginia 2013. Join me for the inaugural Newport News One City Marathon, March 15th, 2015. It's going to be a great weekend with the Health and Wellness Expo and a community finish line celebration. There are lots of ways you can participate. Register to run in the 26.2 marathon, get a relay team together, sign up for the Maritime 8K walk run or the Kids Nautical Mile. And if running's not for you, volunteer to help with the race or set up a wave station along the route. For more information on the marathon, wave stations, volunteer, and sponsorship opportunities, go online to onecitymarathon.com. And stay tuned to NNTV for more information.